Queen Joyce lovers, welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. Welcome back. If you're seeing this face for the first time, my name is Joy, the Meru Queen, and to my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. And definitely when you see me in the kitchen, you know that it is another cooking video, or rather it is another recipe kama kawaida. And as always, you know my recipes are always the best. So before we continue, guys, please, if you've not subscribed, before we continue, remember to subscribe, like the video, share the video, and leave a comment and tell me how you thought about it, or if you make this meal that we are about to cook today, also come back and comment and tell me how it came about. So today we are cooking something that is known as ugali fries. Those of you that are Kenyans, you know our main meal that is called ugali. Okay, so we are cooking ugali fries. In this case, it is ugali, but what can I say? Imewekwa madoido kidogo. It's not just plain ugali. Now we are making ugali that looks like fries. So it is deep fried at some point later that I will show you. So to my ingredients, very simple things, by the way. First of all, we have here ugali flour, maize flour. Okay, that's how we make. For those that are not Kenyans, we make ugali using maize flour. So this one here, it's about to finish, but this one will be enough. I'll top it up later. And then I have, these are breadcrumbs, and then I have 3 eggs, because I am not making a lot of it, so 3 eggs will be enough. And then I have water in a jug here. Water is for cooking ugali. We have cooking oil. Okay, this is for frying the ugali fries, because we'll deep fry. Okay, and then on this other side, on my cooker, I have this cute deep frying pan. Okay, and then I have my sufuria for cooking ugali, and definitely my cooking stick. This is what we use in Kenya to cook ugali. It looks like this. So first of all, first things first, what we start with cooking ugali, and then now after the ugali, we now come now make the ugali fries. So can we start, guys? Our ugali ready. So we leave the ugali now to cool down. We set it aside. Okay, don't cover it, so that the steam can disappear quite fast. And then as it cools down, it also gets harder. So we set that aside, and now start preparing the next step of cooking, which is now making the fries part. So we now start. We have the breadcrumbs here. These ones are ready, and then we have the eggs. So we beat now our eggs. Okay, we have our eggs here. So we start now beating our eggs one by one. like that. Yeah, I know guys, some of you beat your eggs one and then you pour in one, you pour in. For me, I beat them all together because I know these eggs are okay. So like that, you see guys, that is how we have it. And then now in this case we add some salt like that. Okay, so we have added in our salt. Okay, and then after our salt, now I have my spice. So I'm having to change the plate, guys, because the bowl is small. It may not fit the long stripes of ugali. Yeah, so here we have now our eggs that I've put in. I've added the paprika, I've added the curry powder, and I've added the rosemary. So now we set this aside. Okay, we now come to our ugali again. Now you have your knife here, so for me I use this knife. So we now start slicing our ugali, guys. You see now it's hard, it's even harder. If we had cut it before it cooled down, it would have been very soft. So we cut it into pieces like this. Here I come with my chopping board. Okay, so now we start cutting our ugali, the pieces that we've already sliced. Now you start slicing them in a way that now they appear like you see how French fries usually look like. Yeah, so now you cut them to at least make those shapes like this. You see guys? Yeah, but now for ugali you don't make them small. Okay, you see, it gives this kind of a shape. So now we do that for all our pieces that we've sliced here. So you see, you cut it like that. If you want them to be smaller, you can decide to cut yours first in the middle, and then you see, like that. Looks like the shape of fries, though now these ones are big, they're like blocks. Basically now we go now to cooking, or rather making the fries. Here we have our oil. Okay, so now we pour our oil. We put on now the fire. Yeah, we now wait for the oil to heat up. Okay, now meanwhile here I have my eggs that okay, this brown color that you see is because of the spices that I put. You start by picking the first like this, and then you dip it into the eggs, right? And then after mixing it into the eggs, you now, like that. Now these are the challenges of it, of having it when it's long, because it can easily break. And then now you now dip it in the breadcrumbs like that. Do you see guys? Yeah, just as simple, as easy as that. You do the same for the second one, like that. So now this is now the process. Okay, so you dip all of them, all the slices into the egg, and then after the egg you dip into the breadcrumbs. So that now the breadcrumbs, now you will have that very nice crunchy taste. Okay, like that. So let's set them aside. My hands are clean, guys. Of course, when you're in the kitchen, definitely your hands have to be clean. And then you do the same for these other ones over here. So basically, this is the process. You do this for all of them, all the slices that you have there. I'm checking if the oil is hot, and this is how I check it, by the way, guys. Yeah, because when you do this, you will feel like your hand is burning. So now you're sure that your oil is fine. So now that's where we start putting our slices now that are coated with eggs and breadcrumbs, like that. You see, guys? Hey, yeah. So you put as many as the pan can accommodate, but make sure you avoid overcrowding. Yeah, you see, this is super duper amazing. So we do for these other round the same thing. That's how we are doing it. So that's enough. We don't want to overcrowd the pan. Yeah. So like that. So we leave that to cook until it turns brown. So meanwhile here I have the plates that I will put them when they dry, and because they will be oily, you use now a paper towel, yeah, to absorb the excess oil, because you don't want to eat them when they are so oily, also not so healthy. Here you can start now turning them now the other side, like that. But if you feel like you want yours to get browner a bit, you just leave them to cook a little bit more. So we start removing from the ones that are already ready. Remember, there are those that we put being the first ones. So you see, guys, amazing. This is how now they're supposed to turn. So you can't wait for all of them to get ready at the same time, because there are those that we put first. Yeah, this is how they should be turning out. This is super duper amazing. amazing they just look. These are now what we're calling ugali fries. You see guys, amazing, super duper amazing. You can have it with vegetables, okay, or you can even have it just with a cup of tea or a cup of milk. Like for me, I have my glass of milk here because actually I just felt like having a snack and I didn't want to have anything heavy. So what to onje, let us have a taste to scare how they are. Amazing. You see guys, inside it is just ugali, only that now it has been coated in a nice way. And my milk is here. This is delicious guys. Please go try this recipe, make it for yourself, for your family, your kids. A very perfect even snack for in between meals in case your kids feel hungry. Otherwise guys, thank you so much. If you've come this far, you've forgotten to subscribe, kindly subscribe, like the video, and also share around to your friends, to your neighbors, to your family, so that you can also enjoy this amazing meal, okay? And also remember to leave a comment down there and tell me how yours turned out after you cooked. Otherwise, thank you so much guys. God bless you and see you in the next video.